The 49ers couldn't have asked for a better start to the game, as they marched 75 yards on their opening drive in 9 plays after Jeff Wilson capped off a 5-minute drive from 1 yard out. The offense didn't face a single third down. Despite converting a 3rd and long, the defense held the Titans to 7 yards on 6 plays, thanks to a tackle for loss by Nick Bosa on the opening play and a sack by Samson Ebukam. The 49ers found themselves in Tennessee territory on their second drive after Juszczyk took a screen 26 yards. A 15-yard reception from Kittle followed that. And, just like that, the Niners had another goal-to-go situation. Unfortunately, Jimmy Garoppolo made up his mind he was throwing it to Kittle the whole way, and Janoris Jenkins stepped in front of one of Jimmy's throws for an interception. That was a critical turnover as the 49ers were rolling, and were set to go up 2 touchdowns. The defense did its job and forced a 3-and-out. The 49ers would have had a walk-in touchdown to Juszczyk. Instead, Jimmy airmailed the throw. After failing to convert on 3rd down, Shanahan left his offense on the field, and Garoppolo found Deebo Samuel to keep the drive alive. Trent Williams was flagged for a face mask that put the offense in a 3rd and 26. Bud Dupree jumped off sides, which put Williams in a problematic situation. Deebo had a valiant effort on a screen, but that was not enough to pick up the 1st down. Robbie Gould's 48-yard field goal was good to give the 49ers a 10-0 lead. The score should have been 21-0, San Francisco. This is why the quarterback is such a hot topic. Tennessee was fortunate they were only down 10. Jimmy would throw the ball directly to an underneath linebacker on the ensuing drive, but the Titans dropped the ball. Garoppolo took a sack on the next play after Kittle was beaten for a sack. Mitch Juszczyk shanked a punt that went 30 yards, which gave the Titans the ball at San Francisco's 45-yard line. The Titans would have had a long gain, but a holding call negated a 31-yard run. Tennessee faced a 3rd and 20 before San Francisco took a timeout and forced a punt. The 49ers allowed 2.6 yards per play in the first half. They were flying around and playing lights out. The offense didn't have any issues moving the ball. They had 3 possessions in the Titans' red zone, and only came away with 10 points. That's not playoff-worthy. The Titans converted a 3rd and 15, 3rd and 7, and 3rd and 10 on their second half's opening drive before failing to convert their 4th third down of the drive. However, a 38-yard field goal from Randy Bullock brought the Titans within a touchdown to make it 10-3. The offense came out aggressive, but Garoppolo threw high over the middle to Deebo, his 2nd interception of the game. However, it didn't take long for the Titans to punch it in and tie the game at 10. Janoris Jenkins caught a 1st down on 3rd and 7, followed by Ayuk picking up a 1st down on the next play. That was enough to put the ball into Titans territory. Trent Williams jumped on 4th and 1. The offense stayed on the field on 4th and 6, but miscommunication from Garoppolo and Ayuk, who was open, caused a turnover on downs. It looked as though Jimmy expected Ayuk to keep running, who throttled down in space. The 49ers had the Titans in a 3rd and 23. Samson Ebukam jumped offside. Ryan Tannehill took advantage of a free play and found A.J. Brown for 42 yards. Tennessee converted another 3rd and 10 before Tannehill found Brown, who beat Norman for an 18-yard touchdown to give the Titans a 17-10 lead. Garoppolo took a sack, and Alex Mack held the ensuing drive that forced a 49er punt. Juszczyk pinned Tennessee inside of the 5-yard line, but Norman allowed a reception to Brown that gave the Titans breathing room. However, the Niners couldn't get off the field on 3rd and 8. Thankfully, they got a stop on the next 3rd down to force a punt. Jimmy G and company would need to drive 95 yards to tie the game with just over 5 minutes to play. San Francisco has all 3 timeouts. Kittle hadn't been targeted since the red zone interception in the 4th quarter. On this drive, the Titans doubled Kittle, forcing anybody else to beat them. The 49ers needed a play. Who else would they go to? Deebo, of course. He raced 56 yards to put the Niners near the Titans' goal line. That was Samuel's 8th catch of the game for 143 yards. Garoppolo found Ayuk wide open in the end zone to tie the game at 17. The 49ers went 95 yards in 8 plays, and the drive took under 3 minutes. The Titans took over with just over 2 minutes to play. They benefited from pass interference and a 23-yard run from Tannehill, which was enough to put them into field goal range.